First at 5, we've learned the identities of this week's deadly plane crash in Williamson County. A Baton Rouge area plastic surgeon was killed when his plane went down and crash landed in the woods.
His 2 children, just days away from graduating college, were also aboard the plane. There were no survivors. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lauren Lowry.
And I'm Marius Payton. NTSB investigators are still working to piece together what happened, but witnesses say they watched the plane's wings fold backwards midair as that plane broke apart.
Our Steve Mailing joins us now from the crash site. Steve, you're actually learning new details about the crash and the victims.
Well, that's right, Lauren, Marius. Their names were Dr. Lucius Doucette and his 2 children, Giselle and Jean-Luc. But there's still more questions than answers after that crash left behind an enormous trail of debris. In the most recent briefing we got just hours ago, we learned the plane, while on radar, didn't indicate it was actually spiraling out of control. NTSB investigators say it went from 10,000 feet down to 4,000 feet in minutes, but they say that's not indicative of any problems usually. Now, radar communication was lost around 4,000 feet around noon yesterday. Now, we do know investigators have the main parts of the plane, the fuselage, the wings, and the tail. All those parts are going to be brought up to Springfield for investigators to kind of piece back together and figure out what exactly went wrong. We know that they had plenty of fuel to get to Louisville, and they were in the air for around 3 hours when they crashed. Now, I asked what leads to a plane like this breaking up in midair. NTSB investigators say, although it's too early to say, it really does come down to 3 factors.
We look at the human, the machine, and the environment. All 3 of those things form a much larger holistic picture that we're going to be looking at. We're going to combine those things. So a lot of the work is going to happen behind scenes. This is actually a very small part of a larger holistic process.
And as we know, people in this area in Leapers Fork, Franklin, have been reporting plane debris in their yards. Still such a shocking thing, they say, to happen in their area.
You never think that something like that would happen in your area until it does. Sad that it happened, but I'm glad that it...
Now, if you did witness the crash or you have footage of it, the sheriff's office is encouraging you to reach out to them. That could be useful in this investigation. Now, as for the 2 children, Giselle and Jean-Luc, they were scheduled to graduate from Louisiana State University just tomorrow. Marius, Lauren.
Wow, so sad. Thank you so much.